Genesis chapter 6. It happened, when men once began to multiply upon the earth, and daughters were brought forth by man, that sons of Elohim, that is, the heavenly watchers that were his devoted servants, saw that beauty was more marked in those girls than duty, and took wives from the daughters of men, all they chose to take and love. Genetic engineering's no new thing. The watchers of creation, wondering, decided that experiment would be the better part of angel destiny. The products of their meddling fingers were the children of the chosen for their fur. As humankind were given trees to tend and bury, bushes stretching without end, the angels too decide to plant and grow new combinations in genetic row. No doubt, beloved, they thought, experiment was beautiful no matter where it went. Creation went on splintering away to prove that you are one at least today. And Yah said, now my spirit shall not strive with man forever. All he is indeed is flesh, and yet 60 years I shall forget. You gave the world and angels your fair warning that you would not put up with grief and scorning. The problem with mankind was merely flesh that could be molded in an awful mesh, and was, it seems, resulting in a mess of violence. Probation to confess, 120 years. And then the flood should put an end to shedding of the blood. I doubt that I have got such time, since now my hair is grey above a wrinkled brow. Let your mind then, beloved, strive with me for those few years remaining on my tree. I too am flesh, though not yet violent. Strive still with me till every veil is rent. In those days there were fallen ones or giants on the earth in tons, and also afterward when those, the sons of Elohim, once chose to lie with daughters of men. They bore mighty men of ancient day, men of renown. And then Yah saw man's wickedness was great for awe, and every intent of his heart was only evil from the start. The products of genetic engineering were giants strong and mighty, nothing fearing, men of renown and mighty men of old. Their intellects leave moderns in the cold. Their thoughts and plans were lofty ones and bold, yet evil only marked their course of thought, and evil only came from hands so taught. It is no wonder that you killed the lot. If any hand devised ancestry's code on my behalf, that must have been your load. Thus I am better than those giants were, if in me genes and godly plans concur. Plant in my heart your thoughts, the thoughts of good, and I shall fly in thought by field and wood. When Yah took comfort that he had made man on the earth, his grieved heart stayed. O changeless one, beloved, I seek that heart that can be grieved. If grieving be my part, then grieve on, my beloved. Let comfort come when you and I make up a single sum. Take comfort, my beloved. In me as then when you chose Noah from among all men. The earth may be a place of strife, and yet the earth is highest gate, both dry and wet. Creator, see not wickedness arise from my hands, like the iridescent flies that feed on fecal faith. Take comfort, Lord, let my hand be the one to grasp the sword of peace. In peace, let me repeat your name while others play at violence and game. So Yah said, I will destroy man whom I have created, and lay ban upon the earth, for man and beast, and creeping creature from the least up to the birds that fly in air. I am sorry that I made them there. The fondest question is, why did you make a world where man and bird and beast could take the road towards destruction, and worse still to violence on other creatures? You cannot rub it out and say that you did not get it just right. Once more will do. The infinite in power, omniscient mind preclude creating monsters in a blind. It does not wash to blame celestial sons for what you knew beforehand of their guns. It does not wash to say you are sorry either, or that you merely had to take a breather. Beloved Creator and Destroyer, I look all about the crowded earth and sky. But Noah, man of God, found grace in eyes of Yah and every place. Weak, this is the line of faith of Noah, a just man living before Shoah, perfect in all his generations. Noah walked in Elohim's stations, and Noah sired 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Names in cryptogram. How did the blessed Noah find grace in your sight, beloved, instead of cherished sin? The first thing was his genealogy, the line of faith to Eve and Adam's tree. The second was that he was just. The third, that he was perfect, while the gracious word of the 4th gate was that he walked with you. Let me too find grace in the things I do, as I lay hold upon the faith of him who kept the burning light that had grown dim. I take the gate of righteously transmitted divine law, and the gate of justice fitted into the gate of your perfection, till I walk with you like Noah in your will. The earth was spoiled also before Elohim, and was filled with gore. So Elohim looked on the earth. Indeed it was spoiled of its worth, for all flesh had spoiled their own way upon the earth, and every day. And Elohim told Noah, saying, the end of all flesh comes for paying before me. For the earth is filled with violence through those who have killed. Indeed, I shall destroy them all flesh and all the earthly ball. For violence and not for love, the flood came on the earth. For violence and blood. All flesh corrupts its way, and takes a stand to battle with the flashing sword in hand. Destruction bears its own destroying seeds, and slaying hands decay to useless weeds. There is but one eternal to be sung. Your name, beloved, is first and final rung. The end of all flesh comes before your face. All things return to you and find their place. I here relinquish all my striving will, and stop the sword and make the harrow still. I quietly destroy all things but you, and find behind all forms the one and true. So make yourself an ark of wood, of gopher wood. Make rooms as good within the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch to fit. And this is how you shall make it: 300 arm lengths for the ark, and 50 wide and 30 high. You shall make a light for the bark, the Zohar 1 arm. Length apply above, and set the door in place in the ark's side above the base of 3 decks made for breathing space. You told the prophet when he made the ark to make a light to penetrate the dark. Beloved, you must have told him how it's done, and with what magic tools and skills begun, and what ingredients concocted well produce the mystic Zohar's sentinel. I only know it is a thing above, in breadth and arm length. But the usage of this window on eternity, and you escapes my powers and knowledge. Beloved, do whisper the secrets of its powers to me, light. Light has always been a mystery. Within this darkened ark I turn my face toward your light. Perchance it is an ace. Indeed, I myself am bringing floodwaters on the earth, and springing surprise destruction under heaven on all flesh living, breathing here. All creatures from both whales to leaven upon the earth shall die in fear. The gate of water opens wide its doors, inviting dance upon the crystal floors of seas of glass. I enter, and I know what eating bidden fruit could never show. A whirling waterspout, I motionless regard the universe and its caress. I know you for yourself, when breathing fails beneath the tiding waters and their gales. Baptisms follow wave on drowning wave, and carry all things living to their grave. But in the soul's destruction hour there is a moment when life's neither hers nor his. But clarity dawns for a fleeting spark, and I return to dance around the park. But I will make a pact with you, And you shall go into the ark, you and your sons, your wife shall do, and your sons' wives shall all embark. And of each living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 at a call of every sort into the ark, to keep them safely in the dark alive with you. And they shall sport among both male and female sort, and of the birds after their kind, of animals duly resigned, of every creeping thing on earth after its kind and counted worth. 2 of each sort come to the hive for you to keep them all alive. And you shall take both for yourself and for them food upon the shelf. All that is eaten gather in for you and them in bale and bin. Thus Noah did, according to what Elohim told him to do. Beloved, it seems you left to Noah all the work involved. You just extend the call. He had to convince sons and wives to go inside the ark with tails of rain to show a miracle unheard of. Then convince the animals to come in also, since a flood was coming fast. And after that talk birds to come in where the docile sat. Not any 2 would do, but he should get a mated pair of each and their food set in store. It seems the simpler part to bring a flood on all the earth. No wonder king and commoner failed to respond. He had no time for preaching to wicked and bad.